Normally I do the little homeroom with smooth shit right then, but I didn't feel like doing it. What's up, y'all? Like, comment, and subscribe. This is Homeroom with Smooth podcast. I got with me KJ, got me Type X. And we just gonna get into it, man. How y'all been?
Been great, man.
I'm good, bro.
Bruh, I'm tired, to say the least. I'm tired. I tired, boss. Like that one Vegas night took it all out of me.
Damn, one night in Vegas, that's all it took? Shit.
Well, I was there for 2 nights, but the first night I was supposed to go out and go to the club. Like I wasn't even gonna have to pay. And I fell asleep. Like I felt old. Like honestly, I felt my age.
That's some old shit. That's some old shit, bro.
Mm-hmm. I felt my age. Man. I was like, yo.
So speaking about Vegas, tell us about your experience out there. Go ahead.
Oh man, Vegas was lovely, dude. Vegas was lovely. There was all these people, all these beautiful women. Bruh. The Thursday night before they did the little mask mandate update for Vegas. So like you can see everybody, see everything. I was
you just see everybody, see everything. No, that's fact. Where you stay at, bro? What hotel did you stay at?
I stayed at the Venetian.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah,
I was living. Y'all can go check on the channel. I put up a clip of the room. Y'all can go check that out on the channel. Like the room was laid. Quite nice.
So you said Thursday they did like a mask mandate?
Thursday night. So Friday, once Friday started, mask.
Like everywhere.
Like literally, the hotel staff was just handing you a mask. Like people were like, "Oh, well," and the guy was just like, "No, just here, take this mask. Take this mask. Continue to gamble. Like he just had people just taking a mask. He's like, if you got a drink, it's cool, but you know what I'm saying? Like you just need this for when you get up and move around. I was like, oh, okay. I said, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? They had them big old HEPA filters everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like filter in the air. So I was like, all right. You know what I'm saying? Vegas is like, we gonna stay open. COVID or not.
How was the club with the mask?
The club is hilarious with the mask. Honestly, clubbing with a mask on is hilarious.
Yo, baby, what's your name? Yo, shorty. Yo,
right,
you see me. You see me.
No, you're gonna be like this, and then you're gonna take her back to the room. You know, like, oh yeah, like, oh.
Nah.
Damn, you look like a horse in the face.
No. So listen. With that, right? Now the nightclub has a bizarre rule. Don't know how this works. On the dance floor, don't matter. It just don't matter.
Right?
If you have a drink in your hand, whether it's full or empty, it don't matter. Whether it's full or empty, as long as you get the cubes of ice in there, you good. Because that's the rule.
Wow.
The rule is as long as you got a drink in your hand, you gotta wear your mask. So people had drinks. I was like, man, I think I re-upped on drinks 3 times. Yeah, I got 3 drinks.
They was giving away free booze? No, I'm just
no. I'm
talking shit.
Come on. You want to keep your mask off?
No. Hey, listen. Hey, in Vegas, this is the ultimate list. This is the ultimate life hack if you ever want to gamble in Vegas and get fucked up for free, right? So you gotta find either on. There you go, but I was gonna say nickel slots, but you gotta find somewhere on Fremont Street or even in some of the casinos. You get you like $50 in nickels or $50 in pennies or some shit, and play the penny slots all night. And as long as you gambling, they bringing you drinks. Man, niggas was handing me old fashions the whole night. I was fucked up, and I still had about. Hey man, listen, I was just putting money in the machine, and I think I pushed the button. I think I won like $20, but I ain't give a fuck. That shit was fun as hell.
Facts.
Cherry Bell. I don't know.
Yeah, man.
Vegas.
Yeah, Vegas was fun. Yeah, because I went to Jewel nightclub. It was like a hip hop night, man. Shout out to dang, what's that girl's name, man? It was her birthday. It was her 21st birthday. She subscribed to the podcast too. I forgot your name, man.
Damn.
I'll be honest. I forgot.
We just lost my name now.
She forgot my name too, and if she remembers, it's only because the business card. She's cheating. But her and her friends, good peoples, good peoples. Man, shout out to the other person that got me to dance. You know what I'm saying? Like shout out to her. And then shout out to Shelby. I don't know what time she was on, man. Honestly, I think this girl, Shelby, she was on some like she was on some trying to get me to buy her type stuff. I wasn't going. Cause once so here, let me paint the scenario for you. This how I knew type of time she was on. Okay, her friend was with like this older white guy, or whatever, and he was like the older white guy was like literally just all over her, or whatever, and like you know what I'm saying, like I could tell, like he was like, this is coming home with me no matter what, which means he forked out of his pocket. He looked like he was paying. So I think she was looking at me, and I think she mentioned something to a friend. Like I was like, am I tripping? You know what I'm saying? Am I that drunk? But I'm like, nah, I don't think I am. I think.
Oh man.
She's like, he not gonna pay. I'm like, I'm not. I'm not. Like Shelby, you cool, you cute, but I'm not paying for you. I'll be damned. I'll be damned.
Yikes.
Shelby, not even her real name. I seen her ID.
Man, sheesh.
What? Girl, I'm 30. I've been to Vegas before. I know what time it is, man. You can tell those types of girls like from a mile away. They're friendly in a very like trying to get you to buy into them way. Like they're selling something. They feel like a salesman.
But a life hack though, they could get you free drinks in the club.
Yes, women can get you free drinks, but you got to go during the free drink time.
I know, but I'm saying, but even those I don't know the best way to put them. The people that are trying to get you to buy into them, they can get you free drinks. They can even get you in the club for free.
No, look, in very explicit terms, she wanted me to pay for that ass that night.
No, I know.
I wasn't doing it.
I mean, what's $40?
No. That is not the going rate in Vegas, bro.
Oh,
the going rate in Vegas.
Yeah,
I think it's about like $600.
It's
Nah,
pandemic now, man.
you on the wrong corner, my nigga.
Oh.
So now I'm talking.
If you in like down bad Vegas, sure, you could probably get
This
something.
nigga said down bad Vegas.
Yeah, on the strip, it's like $600.
You never buy anything on the strip.
Yeah, right. Talk to this nigga. Talking about I've been to Vegas.
Yeah, no. I think like the going rate, like flat, is like $600. And if you want like anything besides like some like a quick base experience, like you got to pay like $1,000 or something crazy.
You never buy anything on the strip, like KJ said, Fremont.
You're the one. Turn me out of my mind. Wait,
I'm about to say, man, who the fuck is that?
You don't need no other body. You don't need no other. I got my boys.
He came in here vibing.
Hi, Celine.
Hey, KJ. Holy shit.
I mean, I ain't even say nothing. Just come in here singing and shit.
You don't need no other body.
We be live, huh?
That what's his name? I love that track. What the fuck is that dude?
Wizkid and
that shit fire. Don't need I wish I found.
I ain't gonna lie, I'll be bumping that while we at the crib in Miami.
Man, that shit's a vibe, man. I love it.
And then what you call it? Roddy Ricch, late at night. Kiss me in the morning. Right. Okay, what was y'all talking about? Because I just came in here and like
this nigga Trip.
This nigga Trip.
This nigga's trip. This nigga smooth trip to Vegas.
Yeah, man. You was kicking it. I ain't gonna lie, I was about to drop my kids back up to their dad and pop up.
I mean, you slick could have.
Oh shit! Here we go.
You know what? Look, we about to turn this. This playing around. Hey, y'all need to go back to your.
Right.
Okay. I love Vegas. I love Vegas. That's
Man,
where all
I gotta go back. I gotta go back. I gotta go back now. Now it's like I'm like, yo, I got like my crack fix, and I'm like, yo, I gotta go back. Like I was doing good. I was in rehab in Vegas. I hadn't been to Vegas in like 2 years.
Man, I hadn't been to Vegas since 2021.
No, it don't. It's longer than that. It's about almost three.
Yeah, I think for me,
Yes, baby.
2019.
Kason, stop eating with your hand, or I'm gonna knock you out. You know better. Eat with your spoon. Come on, man. Like,
There was something
dude.
I'm looking for on my phone, and I
Damn, I'm always clicking shit. Okay.
Done. All right, so hold on. What was the? Why do I feel like? You know what? No, you wrote it in the chat.
Yeah.
So now,
How to vacation.
so no. All right. So how do y'all vacation? Because I know for me,
Drunk.
I know exactly what I like. I know exactly what I like to do.
Wait, what we talking about? Wait, what?
Vacationing, right? Like, how do you vacation? Because I know like vacationing when you're like in your 20s versus vacationing like when you're like older is different. Because I know everything I like and I know everything I don't like. So I'm immediately like just crossing places off. I'm not going there. Like there's no need for me to even be there.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I know that going to Miami, obviously we're gonna be fucked up. That's my goal, is to get y'all fucked up. That's where I'm at with it.
I don't go with niggas.
I think y'all know that. I mean, like I said, I think we discussed like the first day is more like chill, so we can all like kind of more meet and greet, get to know each other a little bit better since it's our first time meeting in person. More of a chill night, and then the second night, I feel like we should like pop out, do a little something, do the dinner, whatever. You get what I'm saying? I feel like it should be like turn up, but obviously, like I don't want anybody to be uncomfortable, but at the same time, if somebody complaining about all shit, then I'm gonna leave their ass where they at. That's just like, you get what I'm saying? Like I want everybody to accommodate each other. You get what I'm saying? For comfortability, if that's a word. But like I don't do all that complaining shit. I don't do all that like arguing and shit. Like I don't do like when somebody is is like making everybody else uncomfortable, trust me, I'm gonna be the first one to be like, look, I know other people here. I'm about to go turn up. I'll see y'all tomorrow morning. Like, like literally, I'm not gonna stay with for no bullshit.
Why we having a meeting later on today about the trip. Look, my number one rule, my very first rule is if you arguing or you being like crazy, whatever, I'm either leaving you at the house or I'm leaving wherever the fuck you're arguing at.
Holy shit, I didn't realize we was live.
Yes.
I said we were live.
Yes, we are on. What are you doing?
This nigga laying in bed talking about I didn't realize we was live. Yeah, so I mean, my only rule is like, yo, like be open-minded and shit. Like I've been on a couple of group trips and it's like motherfuckers only want to do one thing. Like, and I don't know, this is mostly traveling with niggas, and y'all might not agree with me, but like if all you want to do is go, like, for example, let's just say going to Vegas, right? If all you want to do is go find pussy, like, bro, we could do that shit at home. Like, I mean, I'm not saying that I don't want to go out and like find some women and, you know, have a good time and shit, but like, damn, like, can niggas go drag racing down the strip? Can we go to the speedway? Can we go skydiving? Like, let's go eat at a restaurant that we can't eat at the crib. Like, let's, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's go to SLS or let's go to Dre's, or let's go to the beach. Yeah, let's go to the beach club at Mandalay. Like, let's, you know, like you said, let's go off strip or some shit, right? Like, our trip, even if we out there for 3-4 days, like, our trip does not have to revolve around just finding bitches to fuck or finding pussy to be around. Like, let's call a spade a spade. Like, and that shit be so dry because you go out there with niggas and all they want to do is, hey, let's get fucked up, let's smoke weed, let's go find some bitches and bring them back to the Airbnb. Like, nigga, no, like, let's go have fun. Like, I didn't pay X amount of dollars to come out here just to have sex. Like, I mean, if it happened, cool. But I'm trying to have some life experiences and shit that I could post on the gram, nigga. Like, I want to be zip lining and shit, or on a high speed cop chase in a Lamborghini or some shit. Like, I don't know. I mean, I'm talking shit. I'm talking shit. But you get my
I'm something like that. Like, especially as and maybe part of it too is I probably say maybe a little spoiled living in LA, living in Vegas, going out to the UAE. I'm more about I want to do stuff, and like you said, I want to do stuff that is kind of exclusive to that area, or something that I can't walk out and do every day. So like I want to go out and experience the area. So I know like next time I go to Vegas, I want to fucking take a helicopter out to, because I took one out to the Grand Canyon. I want to go out to Red Rock.
You took a helicopter to the Grand Canyon?
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't know that you could do that? See. Yeah, see, shit like that. See, you know what I'm saying?
I'd gladly do that. What?
Yeah, and especially like what KJ said. Like if I'm with if I'm with the boys, it's like, hey, let's fucking do it. Because you go out to Red Rock, you go out to the Grand Canyon. I've done the Speedway out there. See, it sounds like KJ and I, we go to Vegas, we're gonna turn up because we're just have a fucking good time.
And listen, I'm about to rent one of them Lamborghinis about an hour, nigga, and made a best man win on the interstate, bro. I'm not.
You know what's better than the Lamborghinis? Those freaking spiders, the ones with the two wheels.
You talking about the slingshots?
Yeah,
slingshots.
Yeah.
Hey, slingshots are fun.
So you do that in Vegas and go through everything. Like I want to do that. Like I want to fucking do that.
We need to get some slingshots in Miami.
I did that for my birthday. I did the slingshots, but it was hella traffic, so it's just like you just sitting there blasting music, and it's like, this shit ain't fun.
No,
like
I want to do it during a time when there's no traffic, and like or not as much traffic, and it's fucking just go through there. But I've done the Speedway. I drove a GTR like on the Speedway and shit like that too. And I mean, and that's the thing. I want to do stuff for like memorable experiences. Because and you put it this way, because people who go places to go fucking sleep with somebody, like they do that at home, and so it's not really exclusive. It's not really an experience, and that's like a solo experience. That's all you, and that's fine. It's great. There's a time and place for that too.
Look, there's no shortage of women. You know what I'm saying? Or there's no shortage of people in general that are trying to have sex in Vegas. There's no shortage. Like, literally put that on the back burner and just go have fun. Like you will run into somebody.
I bet you didn't know in Vegas, Smooth, you could do the Call of Duty mission off the helicopter shit.
Yep.
What?
Yeah, bro. So they got this new attraction, like the Red Rock shit that you're talking about. They got a joint. It's literally like Google is like Call of Duty Vegas, where you and like 2 or 3 people. It's like maybe $300-400 a person. They fly you out to like the middle of either the Grand. I don't say it's the Grand Canyon, but they fly you out to the middle of the mountains. Yeah. They fly you out to Red Rock, and they give you paintball guns, or I think
Valley of Fire. My bad.
Valley of Fire. That's what it's called, Valley of Fire. And they give you either paintball guns or like real guns, but you like aiming like at targets, and you could literally shoot niggas like if you was shooting out of the helicopter in Call of Duty, bro.
What? Yeah. That's crazy.
Plus
that's hard.
Plus, like the Range 702, like that too. So you go out there and pretty much shoot almost anything, any weapon that you want to shoot, you can shoot there.
Yep.
Wow.
Like there is like that's the thing. Like there is so much to do, especially that doesn't revolve around pussy in Vegas. That like it's fucking ridiculous.
Bro, doing some extravagant stuff might get you some pussy. Like, get outside your box. Get outside your comfort zone. You might run into somebody.
Can I tell a story? Can I tell a story?
Gather around, children.
Man. So for my birthday, this was 4 years ago. So I went on one of those. So I fell for the pyramid scheme. Where niggas be calling like, oh, spend 5 days, 4 nights in any destination, just view a 2-hour presentation, right? Mm-hmm. So I at the time, the dude was like, it's only $100, 5 days, 4 nights in Vegas in a suite. It was a Hilton Grand Vacation by the Stratosphere.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
And I was like, all right, what's the catch? He was like, you just got to view a sales presentation, which turned into like buying timeshare. But I'm like, hey man, look, I was like, if I don't buy the timeshare, what's going to happen? They're like, well, we can't do shit. You already paid for the trip. So I'm like, all right, bet. So I go to the presentation. The dude is like, every which way. I said, bro, look, this is my bank account. I can't afford none of this shit. And so I got the free trip. I had free booze. Like almost all my meals were comp. So I had this whole big ass suite, like kind of like your room, like the room that you had on the video. Like my shit was kind of the same. Like I had a jacuzzi, a tub, and a shower in the bathroom. Like my shit was lit. I wish I would have did the walkthrough. All right, so boom, right? So story time. So I did I got the pictures. Like I went ziplining on Fremont Street. I went to the mob museum. I went to the beach club in Mandalay. I went to this random ass pool party where I rented to like have my friends from home and shit or whatever. I guess it was I don't even know how I ended up running into Vegas is Vegas.
Yeah.
And so my last night there, I was like, man, my birthday's tomorrow. It would be really good if I, right? So I'm walking through the mall. And so I stopped at one of those little bullshit, like, the little sheet thread count stations. And so I meet this Indian chick. And so she's like, hey, it was the joint where they be like putting your hand in the sandpaper and it be peeling off the dead layers on your skin and shit and your skin be all soft. It was one of them shits. So I was like, fuck it, why not? So I paid for the little sample and shit. And so we got the wrapping. And so Shorty was like, well, what are you doing? I was like, well, my birthday is tomorrow. And she's like, oh, I'm from Vegas. I got to show you a good time. I said, I leave tomorrow morning. What's up? And so she was like, all right, well, I get off at 8. I was like, I'll show you the rest of Fremont Street. So that's when I figured out the nickel slot gambling trick, because she took me to one of the casinos and gave me $20 and we played the nickel slots and got fucked up. And so getting fucked up led to getting more fucked up and went to another casino. And then that's when I rented the slingshot, and she was driving a slingshot, almost threw up out of the slingshot. And so it's like 2 a.m. at this point. I'm like, well, where are you going? She was like, I thought I was going with you. And niggas went back to the room and I got the Gawk 3000 combo for my birthday from a chick whose name I don't even remember.
Hey, all right. Hey.
But I'm saying, like totally random. But I was focused on the experience. Like I had no intentions of meeting this broad. So it goes to what you were saying, Alan. Like if you having fun, you gonna find a chick and they might give you some pussy, or you gonna run into something.
Yep.
Right.
Definitely, man. Definitely.
So yeah, that was my random Vegas head story.
I think
KJ
dope. And I, we go to Vegas together.
Hell yeah, we can. Damn, it's pouring.
We're gonna be lit. What's up, Kev?
What's
Yo,
happening,
Kev.
bro? What's up, man? What's good? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
What's up, boy? Hat crooking and shit. What y'all up to, man? Boy, I overslept, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I just had to
We were just talking about how we vacation, and what do you look for? And I think so Celine had her whole itinerary, and she knows what she's going into, and she's like, hey, this is what we're doing, and I'm open to everybody else and what they want to do, but we want to have fun. KJ and I were more about, hey, we're not all about the women. We want to go experience what the place has to offer and get into some shit.
I think we're all about the women. I don't even be going to different cities talking to women like that, bro. I'll be there for the vacation.
Bro, that's how you really get some, man. Like if your express purpose is like trying to get some, it don't fall in your lap properly. Like you're over there doing extra stuff. Like you going out, like just relax.
You can't hop on Tinder or some shit, man. Get a lot of matches and shit real quick, because there's a lot of people on vacation.
Like somebody's trying to fuck. Like
you can talk to people out there in the streets, man. Talk to a girl inside the restaurant. Talk to a girl inside the casino or something. Like,
yeah.
I've been trying to talk to girls. We're trying to have fun, and the girls talk to us. The girls talk to us.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it ain't like you out there chasing, but it's just so many options out there. Like,
right.
Yeah.
Man, because my thing is the girl that you meet during the day is not going to be the same girl you meet in the nightclub, which is not going to be the same girl that you see at the casino, which is not going to be the other girl that you seen at dinner, which is not going to be the other girl. Like there is so many people.
Yeah, man.
Like,
it's easy. The ladies make it easy for us nowadays. All they want to do is fuck. It's easier.
Man,
Man, listen, listen, man. I'm gonna tell you right now, the girl that you meet, because this happened to me dead ass on the same trip, bro. The girl that I met at 12 o'clock that was talking, yo, we gonna go to the club. Yo, it was I ended up running into a couple of my homeboys, so it was like, yo, bro, like let's link up. And I went to the liquor store, I got a bottle, and we was like, yo, let's invite them over, like let's figure some shit out. And it was like 5 of them and 3 of us. And so they was like, yeah, we're gonna come through, we're gonna get fucked up. Like 20 minutes before they were supposed to come through, one of the other girls was like, yeah, she in the toilet throwing up. We went to XYZ brunch and she had too many mimosas and she passed out. So guarantee the chick that you meet at 12 o'clock is not going to be the same chick you're going to try to smash at 10 o'clock. Like, it's not going to happen.
What they be
It's not going to
saying?
happen.
Hi, my name is such and such, and this is my first shot. And then next thing you know, like, they're like all fucked up and shit, and just like a whole different person.
bro,
Just,
they're gonna be
that's
in the
literally
rain.
Vegas for you. Literally Vegas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Motherfuckers
with-
is me.
Oh God. But with that said, yo, Alan, you ready? You got it queued up.
I was always queued up.
All right, cool. Let's go.
What are we doing?
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
because we need more of that. You know what I mean? We need more men to stand up and lead the way. Most women are trying to be the leader. That's why you can't find a man. You can't be the king in the house. Fall back and be the queen and let your man lead the way. So I salute you for that.
What does that mean? You can't be a leader because a lot of women look at that like, no, I can lead in my household. I can do this in my household. What does that mean?
That's not how it's supposed to be, and that's why we bump heads. And I feel like it's a generational thing. And we could talk. We can go real deep on that. I don't need to start that, but it's a generational stuff, and how society has placed our men. And women have to stand up and be the mother and the father and the provider. And so then now you are so bad, you can't be told nothing, that when the right man come, you lose him because you're trying to be the man. I was gonna say
Right.
man.
Can we be equal?
Oh, of course.
I
But
mean,
at the end of the day, I'm the neck, my man's the head. So he can't
Hey,
make moves without
me
his wife. You know what I
turning.
mean?
Okay.
But you can't be the head of the house. You got to let the man be the head of the house. But it's a generational thing, and it's what we've been taught. Stand up, be strong, be the, you know what I mean? And a dude come, and everything about you is like a man.
Sometimes we have no choice, though.
That's what I was saying. It's a generational thing, and it's what society has. They do that on purpose.
So you think women have to fall back a little bit? Is that what you think?
You have to learn how to submit. You can still be a queen. Queen plays a part. The king needs his queen. It's certain things that he can't see that we see.
Some people will say the queen is the most valuable board.
Come on, anybody play chess?
It is. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
If
My
the king
husband
can't
teaching
move
me
like
how
the
to play
queen
chess.
moves.
Yeah, I mean, we work together, but the queen has to sit back and allow her king to be the king.
And what about in a situation where a woman makes more money in a relationship?
That's hard because that's when jealousy starts coming in. That's when, you know what I mean? And that goes back to communicating and prayer. Because if a woman, you know, if you're solid, you know who you are, you know what you bring to the table. A lot of times money breaks up relationships. Money is the root of all evil. It is. So everybody's thinking about the wrong things instead of falling back and sitting and saying, let's play chess together. I got you. You got me. Let's go.
But in a relationship, a lot of times, especially with
The Black Detour is an independent media outlet that advocates
like
for
40
the Black
seconds.
community.
No,
We're
not
part
like,
of a grow for the latest. Visit the Black.
with so many independent women out there and doing their own thing. And now with an independent woman who's let's say a boss who has their own job, pays their own bills, their own crib, their own car. Now they meet a guy, and it's hard to a woman to, as you would say, submit to a man because they're already in that position. They're already their own boss.
Yeah.
You know, so what happens in that situation?
Listen, I had to go through it. When I met my husband, like I was taking care of everything. I took care of my whole family. Like it was me, right? Now I'm meeting a man that's coming in and he's like intelligent, very smart, self-educated. My husband's a felon, but he turned it all around and he owned his own business, right? And so I wasn't used to that. I was a pop-off, quick with the mouth, smart. But it took a man like him to sit me down, look me in my arms and talk to me like I was supposed to be talking to and say, I'm here now. You don't have to do that. pass it over to me, and let me take care of it. But it wasn't easy because I had been doing it for so many years.
And it's hard to trust people. You got to trust yourself to handle things and to allow somebody else when we've been doing things a certain way for so long and having to hold it down. Sometimes
because we need more of that. You know what I mean? We need more men to stand up and lead the way. Most women are trying to be the leader. That's why you can't find a man. You
Okay,
can't be the king in the house.
I think it just started
Fall
over.
back and be the queen.
Yeah, it did. Yeah. All right, so Lee popped up at the right time. What up, Lee? What's good?
My dog Lee was good, Lee.
Nothing much, just cooling down. I'm on the bike right now.
Yeah, I knew you was doing some type of moving. I'm like, you going somewhere, but you're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
This nigga said you're going somewhere, but you're not going anywhere.
I mean, he's not wrong. He's still right, technically.
Yeah. Nah, but okay. So, what's your response to what Fantasia was saying, though?
She said what we were saying last week. More or less about the, and unfortunately, I think submitting has a negative connotation that people need to understand exactly what they mean, because in a roundabout, not even roundabout way, she pretty much said it straight out. It's like there's different, each person has to allow the other person to be what they are. It's like if you're a queen, you're the most powerful piece on the table.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to let your king let you treat you like queen and do his thing too as well. And it seems like we kind of said before, and I know KJ agrees with me on this one because we hit it on the head. It's like they're taught how to.
I can't hear.
Oh no!
I can hear you. I can hear you the whole time.
Okay.
Go ahead. No, I hear it's background noise. I'm just saying. Go ahead, Kat. Go ahead, Alan.
So it's just one of those things where we kind of talked about it beforehand, and unfortunately, women are being taught, and I guess we kind of equated it to just in the Black woman upbringing, they're taught to dominate and not be a part of it, So and not contribute and work together. And that's pretty much what Fantasia says. It's like we need to work together to make anything work. And it seems like certain women, they're not taught that, and they're not willing to do it. And then she said her partner kind of sat her down and said, "Hey, guess what? I'm here now. You don't have to do all this. Let's work together." So she said it took the man to actually sit her down and say, "Hey, guess what? We're in this together. You can do this, you can do that, and it doesn't matter who makes more money. We're working together for this."
Right, for sure. AJ, Celine, Kev, Lee.
I feel like
I want to let the guys go first.
I mean, I can only talk on the man's perspective, but it's it kind of same situation. Men are so prideful a lot of the time too. So letting a female help in whatever problem they got going on, half the time they're not even going to tell the female what's going on, because they want to take care of themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So,
right.
I kind of know the route Selena's going to go on, so I'm going to let her go on the route. But it's kind of like what Alan was saying. A lot of women for a long time have had to be the breadwinner. God damn, I couldn't get that out. Be the breadwinner by force, because there was no man in the house. You got to think a lot of after the 50s and the 60s, and y'all know I always go down the historical route. They introduced welfare and all these different things you could get, but the stipulation behind it is that there couldn't be a man in the house. And so if you're a man and you can't get a good paying job, or you can't find something, and you looking at your woman and your children starve, you got to do what's best for them. So a lot of men either voluntarily or involuntarily left the home. Now, what they didn't anticipate is that welfare would be a long-term thing. It was only supposed to be something short-term. But then when it became sort of a long-term thing, it kind of built up this generation in the 70s and the 80s of, I don't need a man because, the government is essentially providing and giving me things that I need. And so a lot of women kind of saw that as it would be nice to have a man, but I really don't need one to run my household effectively.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm getting an education. I'm working a secretary job or office job. You know, I got my kids. We getting a little help from the government, but I'm making ends meet. I'm making it do what it do. And then it kind of morphs into this attitude now as to where women are making a lot of great advances in society with them being one of the most educated populations. And then you have the attitude of, well, my mama did it like this and we were fine, so I could do it and we'll be fine, you know. Mm-hmm. And then you have a lot of men, you know, people like to use common outliers as the norm and examples. And they always, when we talk about it, they always like to say, oh, well, you know, men are trash or men aren't doing this. And, you know, they don't make this kind of money or they don't like black women or whatever smoke screens they try to use to deflect from the point that it takes two parents to run a household effectively, or it takes a man and a woman to balance each other out. And even going to the money thing Fantasia touched on, the respect isn't there. Like when you marry someone or you're with someone, your income becomes one, or at least it should. And so if she's making 70 and I'm making 90, somebody check my math, we making 140 or what? 160, I'm sorry. 160, my bad. See, I said check my math. We making 160. But how they look at it is that I make 20 grand more than my man. So I'm not going to let him make all the decisions in the household, and I'm not going to submit to him. And people have this fucked up perception of submission, and they automatically equate submission to slavery, which submission is just another form of service to your partner. Now, it can become slavery if you're submitting and it's not appreciated, but submission by ideal is that I trust my woman because I chose to be with her and I vetted her and I respect her qualities to know that sometimes when I make a decision, I need her input to see what she thinks. And my woman respects me enough to know that, hey, I might not like his decision, but as my man and as the leader of the household, I trust him to make the best decision for the household. And that trust isn't there because people don't get to know each other on the front end. It's like, oh, okay, all right, that nigga, he drive a Hellcat. Okay, he got on designer shit. Oh, okay, he bought me and my homegirls drinks in the club. Oh, he worked some kind of job, office job. He got a nice little house and it's cool. So he must be a good provider. But that nigga could be 40, 50 grand in debt, but he has the appearance of being a provider because people equate being able to provide based on materialistic shit. So people gauge the level of respect they want to give you based on where they perceive your pockets to be. And so for quiet people, like, you know, the men on this call, like, we don't do flashy shit, but you don't know how much we make. You don't know what we doing with ourselves and what our credit is like. Do we own property? Do we own multiple properties? Do we have appreciating assets like art, land, whatever, because we're not wearing it. So, I mean, yeah, so I'm on a rant. Y'all know how I do, so I'm gonna stop. But that was it,
bro. Keep going.
No, you was good. You was on point.
No, I'm good, man. I'm done, man. That was the end of my rant. Yeah, I want to hear Celine rebuttal though. I want to hear what she gonna say.
You got something? Bro,
I mean, I don't know. Y'all said a lot. It's a little early for me to have this conversation. But I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. $150. Don't no woman got a problem leading. I mean, don't no woman have a problem being submissive for you the right dude, bro. I'm just gonna put it like that. Like, I'm gonna keep it real. I don't even think it's as much about how much you make. It is with some people, and those people are shallow. But like, I haven't really had the experience, bro. I can be flat out broke on my ass, man. No car, no house, and bitches still come. I mean, ladies will still come see me. Excuse my language. Like, they'll come pick me up and I'll take them out to dinner or something, bro. I'm not a bum. Like, I got a job and I make good money. So it's also like, I don't know. I feel like you're talking about the non-smart ladies out there that be focusing on that materialistic stuff. But it's also like, yeah, society has trained a lot of those women to like kind of, I don't know, look at stuff like that. It's just times are changing, bro.
I mean, I feel where you're going. I feel where you went with the Kev, but I'm gonna disagree with you only because I see it so much on social media and other places that even the smartest of the smart women that are making money and that have careers, they gauge how well
somebody on their level.
not even on a level. It's not even about being on a level. They gauge how well you can provide for them based off the things that you do for them monetarily. Most of the time, I don't want to say all of the time, but most of the time. Because when you think about it, like if you run into a shorty on the street and you dress like that, right? Like you go out, like you go on a happy hour. She don't know if you make 100,000 if you make 40,000, unless you outright say, all right, this is my W-2s, this is what I'm doing.
Bro,
she don't know how
more about the experience, bro.
No, but
what you make. You give her that once in a lifetime experience, bro.
No, you
special.
You're missing my point.
You saying that if you go on a date with a dude making 40,000, 100,000, there ain't no way to really tell y'all go to the same place.
Right, but what I'm saying is that if you take let me rephrase it. If you take a poll of most women of what they want in a man outside of the physical characteristics, guaranteed, like one of the top answers is I want a provider, right?
Yeah.
Then you ask them, right, but when you ask them, how do you determine a provider, like a man that's a provider, 9 times out of 10, the first answer is going to be something to do with money. And my thing is that you can't gauge the money aspect properly.
You don't know how much they actually making.
Right.
Yeah, like they don't actually know the numbers behind it. Because look, bro, a lot of women have things taken care of for them, bro. Especially like girls, like their daddy will take care of things, their mama and dad, all that shit. They got families, and men got to go out there and work. But like women will go out and work too, bro. I don't know, KJ. Like I see where you're going, and I halfway agree. But it's also like, man, I think that's just what it looks like right now. That's really bro. Those women that are fucked up in the head like that is really a minority, bro. But they got the loudest voices. So it ain't like that. Stop chasing these super fine ass women, man. You know they're gonna be like that. Keep it real. Them women who be 8s, 9s, and 10s, they're the ones that act like that, bro.
Oh.
Go get you like
Lean's turn.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna let Lee go because I got 2 crying kids right now, so I'm trying to turn this show on for them, and then I'm gonna go. Cause
okay,
man, you better put on Paw Patrol, man, and quit playing.
Paw Patrol,
man, you better put on that Paw Patrol, man.
I don't even like Paw Patrol really like that.
I don't have too much to say, but I'm pretty sure I've said this before because I just think it applies to how like women see us, but they don't think they do. Is that like Chris Rock had fucking said that men are only loved under condition, and like the only people who get love unconditionally
women and dogs.
Yep, women, children, and dogs. Men are only loved under the condition that they provide something, whether it's good dick, money, or a house.
Yeah.
So
talk your shit, Lee.
I mean, I like, and then again, I can only speak from the man's perspective, honestly.
Yeah, I'm
like,
bro, you gotta negotiate, bro.
Yeah, like it at the end of the day, it comes down to communication. You like communication and removing your pride from the situation. If the female's the breadwinner, she making more money, but y'all in love, y'all can make it work. It shouldn't be that big of a problem. It shouldn't be, but it is sometimes.
Yeah, let me ask this, man, to y'all. What's wrong with a woman wanting a dude that got some money? What's wrong with that?
I don't give 2 fucks. I mean, like, you do you. I want you to be. I want the best for you.
It's not necessarily them wanting a man with money. It's the way. It's the way that they go about materialistic and what they actually like bring to a relationship. Because it's like most of the time when a woman just says that, like she's already coming in still hurt from other shit. She never fixed herself. She just feels like, oh, if the man makes more money, then everything will be better. Like, no, because so to answer like that kind of like provider aspect, like you don't know if he's spending $20,000 of a $40,000 budget or spending $20,000 of a $100K budget. You know what I'm saying? Right. Those two realities are completely different. Because you're talking about 20% of somebody's money, or you're talking about 50% of somebody's money.
Yeah, like, bro, it's crazy.
Yeah. So you got to
look. Whose fault is it that women are like that though?
Huh?
I think it really man had the power for so long, right? We got the patriarchy, all that bullshit. I think women are just acting the way that they really been kind of raised by society, and that's really come down to us and the way that that's how we treat them.
Adapt and overcome. Everybody is ever evolving, so
they ain't out here looking for the top 1% of men for no reason, bro. It's because we train them like that, man.
I mean, we definitely do. It comes from the attitude of women that have their fathers in their lives, and you got to think about like when you date a woman who has an active father in her life, the first thing that he instills with her is, baby girl, you want to be with a man that could do something for you. You don't just want to be with any nigga, baby girl. You want to be with one that can lead you and provide and make sure you well taken care of. And what do the fathers do most of the time is that they enable the spoiled behavior. So funny. I'll tell this funny story, right? So I was in a cigar lounge like 2 weeks ago, and I was talking with this cat that I smoke cigars with, and another one of our homeboys comes up and he's like, yeah, I just got a job selling insurance. So I was like, all right, cool. And so he's like, so then the dude was like, hey man, you work for Progressive. Can you give me a quote? Because, Geico was getting too expensive. And he's like, yeah. I think I can look out for you. So to speed the story along, dude said the reason why he has to change insurance is because Geico canceled his roadside assistance coverage on his policy. And he does long distance driving for work, like outside sales. And I said, how did they cancel one part of the policy? So come to find out, his daughter, who was 19 at the time, was on his insurance policy. And every time she would run out of gas or get a flat tire, because we know how Baltimore streets are, she would call Geico to have them come change the tire and bring her a gallon or two of gas. So think about this shit. You mean to tell me that you never learn, you have a car, you never learn how to put gas in your car or read when you need gas, or have the wherewithal to, I ain't gonna say learn how to change a tire, but at least call someone to change a tire that's not the insurance company. And so he confronted her. He was like, yeah, so, Geico said you use the roadside assistance. And she was like, oh, well, I thought that's what it was for. So I don't know what to do. And I'm like, first of all, how is your money management that bad that you don't know when you got to put $10 or $20 in your tank? Second, you riding in the car with niggas and picking up people and they're not giving you gas money. Or three, you fucking with a dude that can't change a flat tire and put on a donut. And so the dude, like we was talking about it, he was getting so pissed because he was like, she was so nonchalant about it. And I was so angry because I never knew that this could happen.
Bro, and girls just want to have fun, KJ. They don't talk about that.
Basically. But my point is that
that's a song for a reason, bro.
But the point is but the point I'm driving home is that we have a generation, especially with these Gen Zers, because fuck them. We have a generation of women that have no life skills, no people skills, but they all want the top 15% of the men in the world.
Bro, listen, man. The point is, your point don't matter to these women. They don't care. They just want to have fun, bro. Celine, go ahead. You got different ones. I want to hear what Celine got to say with them nice yellow banana nails.
One day.
Okay, so
you must have got them done recently.
I'm going to first start off with, I 100% agree with Fantasia and her point of women needing to I don't want to say play their role, because that's kind of like too sensitive to people nowadays, but as far as like being a queen and a king, as far as like in a household situation, a lot of women don't know how to let their pride and guard and walls down to allow a man to let them lead them. And my thing is, it also comes down to trust. I think I talked about this before as well. Like a woman, when a woman trusts a man, she's going to allow that man to lead her wherever because she trusts that man to lead her in any type of situation because of the trust. You get what I'm saying? She trusts that he's not going to put her in any type of predicament for the simple fact that she trusts this man to do what he's supposed to do. You get what I'm saying? And just as Fantasia said, the man may be the head, but the woman is the neck to allow the man to see different things that he's not going to see, that a woman is going to catch on to. Just by us being women. We have women intuition, and sometimes men don't. I'm not saying y'all dumb or anything, but it's just sometimes like just like in a business, if there's a owner,
y'all see shit we
CEO,
don't see,
and like there's certain things that you might be looking at that you're so focused on. You have this goal that we catch you on the back end, which
you're good at
to
X,
me
she
is
good
what's
at
supposed
X.
to be. Exactly. So I 100% agree with Fantasia when she was saying, you know, like women should allow men to lead, but obviously a woman has to be willing to let that man lead at the same time. You get what I'm saying? Like, me personally, I've only been willing to let a man lead that has a certain presence, and I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to describe it. I just know that a woman knows when she's going to let a man lead. A woman knows when she's going to fall back, and a woman literally knows. Like, so if a woman isn't doing that, she's not going to do it. You get what I'm saying? And my thing is, it also has to, like, that's after a conversation. Obviously, if you have conversation, and just like Fantasia said with her man, she was so stuck in this spot, but he sat down and talked to her. It's a communication thing as well. If a man is not doing that, then obviously a woman is not going to fall back for the simple fact that you can't even communicate where you're going. You get what I'm saying? Like, as far as, hey, I see you're like this, but look, I'm not against you. I'm with you. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not here to hurt you, or I'm not here to be like this. And then on top of saying that, showing it for the reassurance of saying it, it's like, a woman will follow as she should. And
You gotta let her know you're not one of these other niggas in the streets, ain't they right, Celine? You're not just another nigga out here.
I mean, obviously, but it
shut
has
up,
to be
Kev.
obviously, but it has
That's
to
the
be
truth,
shown.
though.
It has to
It gotta be shown.
It has to be shown. If a man shows a woman something that she's not used to in a good way, a woman is going to more than likely follow behind that man, because at this point she's seeing something that she hasn't seen before. You get what I'm saying?
Experiences. What Drake say? She used
I
to
ain't gonna
soda and
lie.
nuggets, take her out to LA and she love
It
it.
is about experience.
Shut up,
Because
Kev.
different
I'm just adding
experiences,
on, bitch ass niggas.
different experiences lead to different results. You get what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you can't sit up here and say that every single woman that you deal with is the same, because you dealt with multiple personalities. There may have been women that you dealt with that have done similar things, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're the same. So as far as KJ's point, when he was saying that most women that grew up with a dad and da 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 da, and like, as far as like the spoil factor, let's look at it from my viewpoint. My dad wasn't in my life, but yet I was the only child. So you get what I'm saying? There is a spoil factor, but at the same time, my thing is, there shouldn't be anything wrong with a woman having standards, and her standards set to a certain thing, for the simple fact that she's used to being treated a certain way. If a woman is treated a certain way for this amount of time, she's not going to lower her way of how she's been treated. She's going to try to go up or above that.
Man,
You
I
get what
don't
I'm
do that
saying?
neither.
And exactly. And it's the same for anybody that's been treated a certain way. You get what I'm saying? Like, with my last relationship, I didn't take out the trash. I didn't open any doors. You get what I'm saying? There are certain things when a man was present, I didn't do. I never touched it. I hadn't touched a gas tank.
You ever mowed a lawn?
No,
You shovel snow?
People. We
You
had
ever
people.
fix the roof?
Now I ain't gonna lie. Like being back in Nebraska by myself made me realize
You gonna be shoveling some snow?
What? No, I did. Like
You
that's the
ever
thing.
chop
Like being
firewood?
back in
No, I'm
Nebraska
sorry.
made me realize like how like
Wait till that hot water heater go out.
How appreciative of that I was of having a man when I did, for the simple fact that okay, now I'm taking out the trash. Now I'm putting gas in the car. I literally ran out of gas probably like 4 or 5 times for the simple fact that I was so used to getting in the car, gas tank full, never worried about it for literally like 2 years. Like 2 years, I never touch a gas pump. Like literally never. So my thing is like for 2 years, I was so used to that. You get what I'm saying? Like
you had to go
out
that
of my
roadside
mind
assistant.
you get what I'm saying, go to the gas station because I didn't have to do it for a full 2 years. So my thing is, as a woman, if I have a man present, obviously I would have to let him know, hey, this is what I'm coming from. This is what I'm used to.
Right.
So obviously I'm not going to, I mean, mind you, if I'm expressing this to you and you don't want to do it, by all means, you don't have to. And let me make my decision from then forward. You get what I'm saying? It's not necessarily make or break because not everybody is the same. But at the same time, I'm not going to lower standards to certain things. Like if a man is present in my home and you don't take the trash out, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's you get what I'm saying. To me, you're not
Red flag.
you get what I'm saying. Like
He's getting a technical.
So
like it's a flag on the play. I ain't gonna lie. That's just
basically
in
what
my
you're
preference.
saying is you want a man that's gonna come up with your shortcomings, and then a man should want a woman that's gonna come up with his shortcomings. You know what I'm saying?
At the same time.
That's why they say opposites attract, you know?
To me, and my thing is, I wouldn't even necessarily say shortcomings because now you get what I'm saying. I live by myself. I take out the trash.
What are
I
things
put
you're
gas
not
in the
used to
car.
doing?
You get what I'm saying? Like I do everything that I need to do, but my thing is, if I have a man in the house, I when I had a man in the house, I didn't do these things. So it's like
100%.
when I have a man in the house, to me, I shouldn't have to do these things for the simple fact that I have a man in the house.
Right.
But obviously, when I don't, I'm going to have to, do what I got to do. I ain't gonna just sit there and let that shit just ride, ride or whatever. But okay, so then it was talked about like materialistic things. Okay, so that stems down to me love language. You get what I'm saying? Like a lot of people have different ways that they're shown love or that they receive love. You get what I'm saying? So I mean, now there is a such thing as materialistic women, obviously. There's a such thing as materialistic men, obviously. There is a such thing as a woman that's gonna notice he got the Mason Margielas on with the Gucci hat and the Gucci belt and the and he driving this, that, and the third, whatever. And oh, I heard this about him and he making X amount. There are women like that. I mean, don't get me wrong. But 9 times out of 10, those women are going for those men. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you're not one of those men, then 9 times out of 10, you don't really got to worry about that. But my thing is, if you end up talking to one of these women, by all means, like, look, it's a lot of women out there that appreciate love. It's a lot of women out there that appreciate the simple things, time, attention, just honesty.
Some women just happy if you remember what she said yesterday.
Exactly.
Like, come on.
Like just a lot of people, I feel like a lot of women nowadays appreciate simple stuff because of the past, what I want to say, maybe 10 years, maybe. It's been like situationships and
people are scared to be
dealing
committed
with this person and dealing with this person. There hasn't been people that have committed. Everybody's marriages is breaking up and this, that, and the third and da. So women appreciate simple things. Like I had a guy that I was talking to and he was literally honest about everything. Literally, he went to Miami and was calling me on the phone like, I'm like, you're in Miami. Like, why are you on the phone with me? You should be like, having fun. You get what I'm saying? Like, and to me, there's nothing wrong with that, obviously. I appreciated that, you know, he wanted to talk to me while he's in Miami. You get what I'm saying? Simple stuff like that. It's like, dang, you want to talk to me while you're in Miami? Like, you know, I would figure you about to, you know, be outside and literally like calling me in the club. Hey, this girl trying to talk to me. Let her know. Like, you get what I'm saying? Type of deal. So it's
I
like,
had a similar situation recently. Okay, I started talking to this girl, and she was in Mexico for a week, and she wanted to talk to me, and I was telling her the same thing. Hey, you're in Mexico. It's okay. I can wait. I'll still be here.
no,
And it felt
literally.
great. It felt wonderful. I was like,
It's
you're
like
all the way out there?
It's like, to me, like when you open those type of gates, you get what I'm saying? Like honesty, letting somebody know, you get what I'm saying, where you're at with certain things, like reassurance. I'm a big reassurance person. Like I got drugged through hell. I ain't gonna lie to you. So reassurance for me is like a really big thing. And I don't necessarily like force it upon somebody to reassure me, but I kind of
Trust
let
but
things play
verify.
out. You get what I'm saying? Like I kind of let
Yeah,
things play out and allow somebody to just show me who they are. You get what I'm saying? Like
Right.
yeah.
I don't never want. Obviously, I'll have the conversation of like what I've been through, whatever. But at the same time, like what I've been through is not who I am. But at the same time, what I've dealt with has allowed me to put, I don't want to say barriers, but put attention on more sides of me that I didn't realize before until these things had happened. But as a woman, like I feel like we always like get on the defense about certain things because of trust. And to me, that's what it all comes down to. Trust at the end of the day. Like if a woman can't trust you or she feels as if she can't trust you, that's where the problem stems from jump. And some women will stay because of money and materialistic things and this, that, and the third, and oh, the kids, blah, 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 blah. But mind you, like we in 2021 now, like back in the day, they stayed for just about damn near anything. And they was putting up with hella shit and they was putting up with this and that. Today's women is not putting up with the same shit that grandma and great grandma was dealing with.
That and everybody ADD as fuck. Like you
So
just swipe, move on to the next if it don't work. That's
and
how it
see
works.
that's the thing. Like it's with social media playing a role. Like
The
it's so
level of access is
easy
crazy.
to you. It's so easy to meet somebody new, or so easy to get into a flow of a conversation or meet a persona and then turn around 2 weeks later you talking to somebody else because that wasn't what you thought it was. But at the end of the day, like women, like she said, are used to being independent, and like she said, it's a generational thing, like KJ said, from the man not being in the home because of welfare and I don't need you attitude and this, that, and the third. um I mean, like women still at the end of the day, like she said, they won't find a man if they're not willing to fall back. And that's literally what it comes down to. A woman has to be willing though. And if she's not willing, obviously she's just gonna have to deal with her cards. You get what I'm saying? That she's dealt.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that women say they want something for the most part, but then they'll get a good thing and ruin it because of they don't want to let go of being in the front grounds. You get what I'm saying? Like they don't want to let go of being the the first battle warrior. They don't want to let they take their captain hat off and this, that, and the third because, or they have a my way or the highway attitude, or they feel like you're attacking them when you're doing, you get what I'm saying? But
Hey, that's a big one you said.
this
That
last
my
week,
way.
like to me, a man also, if a man knows, like I said, baggage and baggage, both people come with it, right? When a man knows, to me, like, and when a man truly like loves a woman, he gonna move heaven and earth for her. You get what I'm saying? And it's like at that point, he's going to reassure her. He's going to put ground where her feet slipped at one point. You get what I'm saying?
If a man really loves a woman, sometimes he'll submit to her.
Exactly, but
I mean,
in a way that
submission works both ways.
It's a double thing. He's gonna treat her like his queen, and that's the submission that a woman gets from a man, and a woman is gonna treat him like her king, and that's the type of submission a man gets from a woman.
So here's my thing. My thing is like, and I hear you and I understand it. I guess my main point is that a lot of women have the attitude. I don't want to say a lot of women. There are a few women have the attitude of entitlement versus appreciation for the things that you describe, like being raised in a certain lifestyle.
Yeah,
being raised in a certain lifestyle is fine, and having your standard up here and not wanting to get with a man that is down here is fine to an extent, but also keep in mind that a lot of men, we make a lot of concessions for women. And what I mean by that is that if I'll use you as an example, something like if you have your wig business, right? And you say, I'm doing this amount of sales right now to where I can't make this my full-time gig yet. So I got to do something part-time. But I know in 2-3 years, based off of how many people blowing up my DMs and this, I'm gonna rock with you. You know, a man will say, okay, I see what you're doing. I see the vision. I see where you at. I'll take you, down here because I know in a year or two, you're going to be up here because of the demand in your product and how well you do. Mm-hmm. Whereas if the roles were reversed, like let's say Alan with his photography, and he's like, all right, well, I'm only shooting local theme parks in California. I haven't gotten booked to go to Knott's Berry Farm or Cedar Point or King's Dominion or Disney World in Florida, woo, woo, woo. But I know if I keep putting my photos out there, eventually somebody's going to see it. But I don't know how long that might take. Just like I don't know how long it's going to take for, your hair business. Most women don't like to date off potential, whereas most men do. And they feel that because they have a standard that's up here and the man is down here for right now, that it will be some sort of struggle of because he's not where I'm used to a man being based off of my standards. That's the first thing. And so that's where we get this whole attitude of, I don't want a project man, or I don't want to be in part of no struggle love, and we have this whole mentality of people not wanting to build. But the second thing, and my main point is that a lot of women come into it feeling entitled to having those high standards because that's where they are. That's where their daddy told them, or their mama, or their auntie, whatever told them they needed to be. But they're missing out of the part of the story where they contribute something to the party. You got to put something into the pot. And that something doesn't have to be pussy. Let me be clear. That something does not have to be pussy. It could be something as simple as, babe, I see you grinding. I appreciate you. I see what you're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Even if, I wanted to go to Roof Chris, you took me to Outback or whatever. I know eventually we're going to get to the Roof Chris, but we got to start here. But you got me the biggest steak from Outback, which is the smallest steak at Roof Chris. I see what you're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of some women have grasped that concept, and the ones that have are happily married and are on their way to getting married. And the women who haven't are the ones you see in the social media comments that are talking about not fucking with broke boys and, a nigga got to do this or a man got to bring that. Whoop, 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 because there's no appreciation for seeing the effort that's being put in. I'm not talking about the flashy part, but just the effort that a man is trying and that he's trying to report.
Okay. So real quick, to his point, like that entitlement versus appreciation piece, that's like the highlight of it, because whether like a man, whether he's doing like a little thing or a big thing, whatever, like whatever you want to call it, whether it's big or small. Like if you come at it from an entitlement aspect, that means you just expect it to happen. You know what I'm saying? You don't appreciate it happening. Like just a small like thank you afterward is a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like instead of like, yeah, you're supposed to do that. That's your job, nigga. Like, no, like what you mean? Like there should be none of that. Like if you as the woman cook for me, I should be appreciative of that. I should not feel entitled to a meal from you because that's the woman's job. A woman's job is to cook. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you clean the house? That's what you're supposed to do. No, I should appreciate you doing that because you did it. You didn't have to.
Okay. Am I okay? And
Can I go on something real fast?
Go ahead.
Before, because it's something that you said beforehand, and I don't lose it. Where you said where Fantasia said that sometimes a woman needs to learn how to like go move back, kind of not necessarily like know her role, but kind of like concede like that too. I don't think, and you said it too, and kind of what Kev said because of social media. I don't think necessarily it's a woman thing. I think it's actually a generational thing. And the reason why I say that, man and woman, because the thing is like Smooth, KJ, and Kev, like before, like we, because, and it's kind of, we didn't have the internet, so if we want to play games with somebody, we have to go up with them and play with it, and it's like, and then I know, hey, KJ might want to play Madden one day, and even if I don't want to play Madden, today I'm playing Madden because KJ's my friend. I want to do something. With me, then next time it's gonna be fighting games. Kev might not want to play fighting games, but he's playing it with the group, and vice versa. Then we go play shooters because this is what Kev is playing. These days now, because of internet, because of social media, because everybody has their own screen. And I saw it too with kids because with Sebastian, he had Nathan come over or his cousin comes over to play a game. They don't want to play something, and then they just go, fine, I'm doing my own thing. So it's like they're taking their ball and doing their own thing because they don't have to. And I think that's kind of what they're taught now. No one's really taught to concede, and I say concede rather than submit, but concede or collaborate now. And I think that's the biggest thing. And I don't think it's just like I said, just towards women, but since guys do that as well, our kids are growing up with that, so it feeds into that too.
If it don't look like the way I was told it would look like, I'm gonna write it off.
Yeah, and I think so, and I think that's what it is. So I just wanted to go based on that before I forgot the thought. So go ahead.
Okay. So KJ, would it be can it be safe to say to look at it from this standpoint? Just like Fantasia said earlier, like a man is supposed to lead, right? A man is supposed to be the head. So it's easier for a man to pick a woman up for the simple fact that it's to me it's a man leading a woman in the end. You get what I'm saying? That's why it's easier or more common to me for a man to pick a woman up versus a woman to pick a man up. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and I say that, and I say that in the sense of, if a woman picks a man up, a woman gonna feel like she on top. You get what I'm saying? A woman is going to feel big dog. A woman is going to feel, you get what I'm saying? It's that king queen thing that you have to deal with at the end of the day. So that's why a lot of women don't do the potential and don't do the, and I'm not saying like we both are here, you get what I'm saying, and we're both on our way up, because that's happened a lot as far as like women are meeting equally with a man and they both not eating at XYZ, but they doing this together and moving on up together. That's different. But when a woman is on top, super scent, for example, what car are you gonna come pick her up in, Lewis? What car seat are you gonna sit her in, Lewis? Whose house are you going to have her at to sleep in the bed, Lewis? Who da 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 da. Super Scent was with this man 3.5, 4 years, right? And she literally picked this man up and gave him incentive to be more than what he needed to be, but he stayed in the position that he was in when she met him. They have a child together. Obviously, they have to deal with each other, but she picked that man up herself. So she's going to talk to him any type of way. She's going to, you get what I'm saying, air it out. She's going to, you get that, like, she has that, she got the pants. You get what I'm saying? Like, so from that standpoint, when a woman picks up a man, I mean, I'm not saying it should be like that, but just off of a natural line of things, how do you say it, off of like a order of things and how things go. A man is supposed to lead. So when a woman is leading a man, it's not balanced to me how it should be. So
the hierarchy.
I think that the hierarchy is wrong though, because the thing is, like, if you go back to the chess analogy, it's the queen's the most powerful piece on the board. The queen's able to do more than the king, like that too. And the thing is, I think we go to the fact that just because you're leading, you don't have to be the end all be all, because it's the same thing. Like the best, like Michael Jordan, considered the best freaking basketball player of all time, freaking sucks at building a team. You know, so in that capacity as a leader, he's not the greatest. We could go with Larry Bird as well too. So the thing is, you don't have to be, and I maybe that's just a misconception that we need to get rid of. That you don't have to be up here to lead, and you don't have to be up here to have a good idea. And
but that's the thing,
and know what you're doing.
With a woman, if I'm paying all the bills and I'm doing this, that, and the third, and I'm naturally, a woman is going to, that's just like naturally when a man is doing these things, he's going to fall in place as where he's supposed to be. You get what I'm saying? That's just naturally. Like it's a natural way of things. If a woman is paying all the bills and buying the food and putting the groceries on the table and doing this, that, and the third, a man has no say. A man can't put his foot down to her. You get what I'm saying? Regardless of what he's doing, a man is not going to be able to tell that woman anything because she got it. She's doing it by herself.
But then why do women get mad when a man does the same thing reverse? And then they're saying, and you can't treat me that way, and you can't do this, and you can't do this. When they're paying all the bills, they're doing all that.
That's the thing. A woman is able to. That's why a woman is able to move, like that's why the queen in a chessboard can move in different ways that a man can't. A woman literally like a woman can literally, and I'm not saying a man can't make a woman, but a woman can make a man. Like a woman can make one hell of a man. You get what I'm saying?
So we're saying it's a double standard.
It is, and it's unfortunate. But if you, I mean, like a lot of people on the I don't read the Bible kick, or it's not believable, whatever. But the way I look at it, as to me, like a man is the provider, a man is the protector, a man is, you get what I'm saying? A man is supposed to be these things. So when a man is not doing these things and a woman is filling in a man's spot, she's going to, you get what I'm saying?
No, but
she's going to feel like she got the ball. She's going to feel like she got the pants.
Right now, no matter what, from what you said, a man's screwed.
I mean, I don't think a man's screwed, but I'm just saying, like, to me, a man gotta play his role. Like a man.
No, but I'm saying,
his
even
role.
if the man plays his role now, because in today's society, a man can't do that because you just said if a woman's doing everything, a man has to shut up and color. But
that's the thing. If a man not doing his, that's the thing.
Hold on.
If a woman is doing what a man is supposed to be doing, a woman is not going to respect that man off top.
But now it's the thing. Now, if a man does everything too, women don't want to listen to the man and respect the man either. So,
that's not the case. A woman is going to follow. A woman is going to follow a man that's leading her.
Not true.
No.
Yes, it is. Look, a woman. Look, naturally. Look. That's what I say earlier. I said naturally, a woman will concede to a man that she's going to concede, that she's is willing to concede to. If she's not willing to concede to you, obviously something's wrong something's going on to where she feel like she don't gotta concede.
Yeah,
But a
but
woman is going
that's
to
the point I'm
concede
making
to who
because
she
it was
wants to concede to.
no,
And if
because
she's not conceding to you, y'all gotta fix that, because a woman, trust me when I tell you, a woman literally will concede to a man that she wants to. No,
yes,
it's so
a
true.
woman's willing to concede to a man, but the thing, the reasons that you're stating, it's the one. There's a
it doesn't have to be a reason. I literally just said previously on my first. No, I said on my first point. A woman, there's nothing that you can explain it. There's nothing that you can describe it. There's nothing that you can't. A woman just does it. A woman will fall in place for a man. You get what I'm saying? So if she's not falling in place,
let me ask
with
you.
you
Let
like
me ask
that.
you
That's
this
just
question,
where it
Celine.
comes down to.
Celine, let me ask you this one question, Celine. Then why do women deal with a man they don't even want to submit to?
It could be for other reasons. Like I said,
that's what I'm saying.
Some women stay.
No,
so I said some women stay for the kids. Some women stay because of potential, and they think stuff can change in a certain way. Mind you, okay, look. Sex, you get what I'm saying? The nigga making her nut, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, literally, a lot of you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised if we had all the ladies on the podcast. Oh my God. You will be surprised at how many women would say they only have X amount of partners that have made them nut. You get what I'm saying? So that's a big thing too, as far as like just.
I get that, but all I'm saying is that you said it. There's a double standard, and no matter what, a guy's screwed.
Yes.
I don't think so.
No, because
I don't think
what you just said is a double standard.
I mean, no. It is I'm saying in a certain sense it is. Okay, but I'm saying like as far as like the screwed part, like I don't think a guy is screwed. To me, it's like you have to play your role. You get what I'm saying? Like you gotta play a role. You're not gonna be screwed if you're not gonna be screwed. Look, you're not gonna be screwed if you're dealing with a woman that literally fuck with you. You get what I'm saying? Like
no,
I literally like look.
I get that.
I'm saying this off of because I'm thinking at the same time. Like my thing is, mind you, my child's father is 53. I have like my child's father is old as hell. Mm-hmm. My child's father, like when I first met him, I was doing everything by myself. You get what I'm saying? Like I was doing every single thing by myself. So I allowed him to take the lead. You get what I'm saying? I allowed him to take the lead because I was willing to let him take the lead. There was certain things that we disagreed with. Obviously, that's just human nature. You're gonna disagree. You're not gonna agree with everything. But then there comes compromise. But my thing is, I still was willing to let him lead me for the simple fact that I had trusted him to lead me in the right way until he showed me otherwise. That's when we started having problems because, and I'm literally realizing this as I'm talking because it's just like a realization for me. When the trust is not there, a woman is not going to concede and this, that, and the third and blah, 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 and whatever. Yeah, simple mistakes are cool, but when you do big things like break trust and break respect dynamic and break this, that, and the third in the relationship, a woman, she'll stay, but a woman, let me tell you this, a woman gonna leave first emotionally, next is mentally, last is physically. That's the breakdown of a woman. A woman is literally going to leave emotionally first, then mentally, then physically last. That's literally the stages that I went through because emotionally, when we first leave, it's damn, you broke trust, you did this, but guess what? You know what? I'm gonna stick beside you because of the simple fact that we got history, or you know, you used to do this and we were at this point, so I feel like we can get back to that. So we look to try to gain emotionally back, but then next thing you know, mentally it fucks with us because after a while when shit don't go back to how it was, or shit, the trust not there, or when this start happening or stuff starts to get worse, then mentally we getting fucked up. So then when we're done mentally and we're tired emotionally, physically is last, because while we're emotionally and mentally going through this, we're still having sex with you. We still are having that physical attachment. Then it's like after a while we start to get disgusted. We don't want to touch you. We don't want to kiss you. We don't want to do this, that, and third. And that's when we finally leave. So in the end, it's like women, that's why women stay, because they do look at potential of what it could be, or what it was at one point, or what this, that, and third. I literally used to sit there. It's a lot of women that seen potential before and stayed because of potential, or stayed because of this, that, and the third, and then they ended up getting treated like shit. And that's the same reason why they don't deal with potential now. Okay. And 9 times out of 10, you can ask a woman what they've dealt with. Like I said, everybody come with a bag. So if somebody has dealt with bullshit dealing with the potential of a man, my thing is, when a man gonna go do what he need to do when he need to do it. A man gonna go get it. A man's like, y'all know, because y'all do it, right? Y'all go do what y'all need to do at the end of the day. Am I right or am I wrong?
You're right.
Okay, so my thing is, when you're going and doing it, or when you're literally, mind you, you might not have been 2 years ago where you are now, but at the same time, you can't sit here and say there wasn't no woman fucking with you 2 years ago. You can't sit here and say 3 years ago, when you at the spot you at now, 3 years ago, you can't sit up here and say women wasn't fucking with you 3 years ago. You can't sit up here and say in high school, when you ain't have shit, it wasn't grown, probably grown women too, coming at your neck, trying to fuck with you. So that's what I'm saying. You can't sit up here and say women won't deal with potential, because y'all have been in a spot where y'all had, it was only potential and women were still fucking with y'all. So that's what I'm saying. You can't sit here and say that that's not something that's a thing, because y'all have been in positions where y'all haven't had, you get what I'm saying, where y'all not at now. And
okay, Celine,
was you still getting pussy or not?
Okay.
But potential for sex and potential to be someone's husband are two different potentials.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. A woman has to be willing to concede at the end of the day.
I mean, if older woman dealing with you while you're straight out of high school, that's different. She's just trying to fuck a young dude. She ain't trying to talk a life partner. We're talking life partners.
She's trying to get her. She's trying to get some dick and feed
like, I don't think that's a fair comparison. But I am agreeing with you. Women will deal with men with potential, and that does happen. But the fact of the matter is, the world's not equal, and everybody thinks differently. There's a lot of women that see potential and want potential. Like as a man, I'm attracted to women with ambition and goals and hobbies, and there's just women who like to move. That's what I'm attracted to. And if you sitting around not doing shit and expecting me to do everything, I'm gonna lose interest real quick. I don't give a fuck. You want to sit there and not make your own money moves, and you just watch me. Hey, I'm not gonna carry you. I don't give a fuck.
Exactly.
You're gonna slow me down. I got shit to do. And women should move the same fucking way. Hey, that's what I think. And if you're not, I don't need you, and you're in my way.
Okay, so look.
And see, that's the thing. Like, a lot of women that think like that, I think I'm sorry. I just think a lot of women that think that way already got like.
Listen.
Already got like stuff
I have to go. So everyone, final thoughts and wrap. Yes, I got to go.
Fair enough.
Like, so this is
it's 12 o'clock on the dot.
Yeah, so Kev, I can't hear you.
We can't hear you, Kevin.
Kev's mute.
Well,
he just muted himself.
I don't know what happened.
Go ahead, Lee. Start
Go
with
ahead,
you.
Lee. Final thoughts.
Yeah, final thoughts. I think everybody's got to make their moves, man. Like, everybody's got to be as powerful as the queen on the chessboard, or everybody's got to. It doesn't matter where you're sitting at or where you're from. You always need to be doing what's best for you, because not everybody got your best interest. And in a relationship, that's the way it should be, but sometimes it really ain't. That's all I got to say.
Okay.
Good,
Celine?
I agree with Fantasia. That's about my ending.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now, Kev.
All right. Yeah, I was about to say what Lee said was really fuck. He said, what'd you say? You out here making some money moves. You need a girl that's doing that too. And if she ain't doing it, get the fuck out the way. Like,
Man, listen.
hey, then he said women should be the same way. Look, bro, that's as real as you can say it. That's how it is, bro. That's just how it is in the world.
Either you gonna find that or you not. You get what I'm saying? So don't waste your time on women that's not being who you want them to be.
KJ, go ahead.
You see my screen?
Oh man.
KJ not fucking around.
Okay.
I hate that I'm the only woman on here. First of all, I need backup. I need backup.
Man, you need to go.
Hey, you need to go talk to them. You need to go talk to them and get them. You need to get.
And I'm on their ass today.
Yeah,
I'm
you need
on
to
their
get
ass today because they left me hanging. No cap, they left my ass hanging.
Get on their ass.
Well, I'll say.
Why would I'm on it? I'm always the only girl. That's fucked up.
Because you're the only one that's
Every time
committed.
I'm on, I'm always the only girl.
Yeah.
You're committed. Yeah.
Shit
All I'll
crazy.
say is that Celine didn't answer my question, and no matter what, I'm screwed. So, but nothing but love.
Wait, what was the question anyway?
No,
is it a double standard?
You did admit it. There's a double standard,
I did.
and we need to figure out why. But anyway, I will say if more women had the mindset of Celine and willing to have these discussions, we wouldn't be where we're at. So once again, thank you, Celine. Be awesome. KJ is always dope. Good to have you back, Lee. Thanks for joining us, Kev.
Yeah.
Smooth.
Yeah. So listen.
This has been Homeroom with Smooth. This is episode number 51, the Las Vegas Chronicles. My nigga Smooth about to get on the road. Y'all niggas is capping, and we about to get up out of here, man. All right, it was good talking to y'all.
Hey, yeah, y'all like, comment, and subscribe. We about here.
Peace.